funny because you would think it would be basic common sense that inevitably we would want to live in truth. We would want to live in light. But funnily, we don't. It's like, for me, the most perfect example, metaphor of that is all over the world. There's something universal about kids and bath time. So, it's the evening, the kid's been out playing in the yard, in the dirt, at school, and now it's time for the bath. You get the kids' clothes off. What do kids do? Universally. Little toddlers go naked, screaming and crying through the house. Universally. There is something about kids, young kids, who don't want to be bathed. And it's so funny because, again, you would think that coming back from school, coming back from the playground, coming back from the park, they would say, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad, for trying to scrub this dirt off of me. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad, for cleaning me of this dirt." But they don't. What do kids do? They cry, they scream, they run around through the house naked. No bath, no bath, no bath. And for me, that's this perfect metaphor for us with our darkness. Because in the same way that it doesn't make sense for kids to not want the dirt scrubbed off them, unless you can put yourself into the mind of that child and what the fear must be of getting clean. In the same way, it doesn't make any logical sense that we would resist seeing the light, that we would resist having darkness, especially darkness about ourselves, removed and the light shone upon us. But we do. And this is where the schools of psychology for so long have overlapped with schools of spirituality. We use different words, the vocabulary is different, but the teaching is the same. We hold on to our patterns, we hold on to ignorance, because it is what we know. It's what feels safe. And especially if those patterns have been given to us by our parents, by our families of origin. If theirs was sort of a culture in the family that we bought into, that says, oh, people like us, not good enough, not rich enough, not cool enough, not beautiful enough, not successful enough, not whatever it may be enough. Maybe we were raised believing, don't get your hopes up. Don't dream too big. Who do you think you are? That's not for you. Maybe we were raised constantly being compared to people who were better than we were. Why can't you be as smart as your sister? Or as smart as your brother? Or as pretty as your sister? Or as nice, or as funny, or as obedient, or whatever it may be. But when we get all of these patterns, particularly from our families, particularly from our parents, there's a very interesting resistance to moving beyond them. Even though allowing them to hold us keeps us stuck. But it's as though on some subconscious level, we are betraying our family or being unloyal to our family, if somehow we rise higher, freer than what we were told we could be, or what we were told we are, or than what our parents were able to achieve or become or experience. That somehow if we were told when we're young, you're stupid, you're worthless, if somehow we saw patterns, then to not fulfill that, somehow on a very, very deep psychological level, can feel like a betrayal. Additionally, there's that pervasive sense of darkness within us that again comes not just from our family but from our culture, that tells us you are your body, you are what you look like, you are the color of your skin, you are your bank account, you are what you've achieved, you are all of these things, which leads us all to focus our lives on changing that. The color tone of my skin should be better. There should be more money in my bank account. The ratio of my bust to my waist to my hips should be better. I should have more followers on my social media account. I should be the one who my parents can say to the neighbors, look what my son or my daughter is doing. I should fulfill that agenda. And that's darkness. Not because it's evil or bad, but just because it's ignorance. Just because it keeps us stuck from actually embracing the fullness of who we are, which we may find, God forbid, in acceptance of the color of our skin, of acceptance in the shape of our bodies without spending money on creams or diets or makeup. Without, God forbid, feeling badly about ourselves, that we don't look a certain way. Without, God forbid, buying into the cultural drama that says I should lose weight or gain weight, make money, vacation here, vacation there. All of that clinging is darkness, because it's constantly telling me you should be different, act different, think differently. And sometimes, frequently, in my light is my freedom, and vice versa. In my freedom is my light. And so when I can be free of all of that nonsense, then I'm able to live in the light. But that's a scary place to go, because I'm literally then defying the family, I'm defying society, I'm defying culture, I'm defying people around me, but I'm living true to who I am. And that's the courage that is needed so badly.